What's up, guys? We are back and I'm looking at some more MLB plays in today's video. I have personally cashed 10 of my last 12 MLB plays, which have been posted to the DubClub. So we're going to stay hot with some more winners in today's video. Yesterday's NBA video, the main NBA play was able to cash. The pairs unfortunately did miss, but we are still on a very good run in these YouTube videos. We've been cashing left and right. So like I said, we are on a 10-2 MLB run. Let's continue that with some more winners in today's video. Before we get to these plays though, you hit the like goal in yesterday's video. We got to 175 likes, so we have 3 plays in this video. If you guys want a third play tomorrow also, get this video here to, again, 175 likes, and I'll drop a third play tomorrow also for the NBA. And I'll, of course, likely have some MLB plays in my NBA video tomorrow also. But let's get to these plays. But first, we got to talk about the DubClub real quick, because if you guys want all of my plays, you can get them right now with a 2-day free trial linked in my description. There's an option for that 2-day free trial. It gives you all of my plays sent straight to your phone, and access to the Discord. In the Discord, you get plays from my contributors here in Asmi's Emo and Prop the Props. Asmi's has been on an insane run the last month and a half, 2 months. He's been going crazy. And you also get access to the Discord chat where we talk to me and other members. And today into the Discord, I'm going to be adding some Underdog Streaks channel, so that way I can give you guys my Streaks plays for Underdog, as well as my MLB correlation slips for PrizePicks. So a bunch of new stuff is coming also to the Discord today. So don't miss out on joining. There's that 2-day free trial linked in my description. I almost forgot though, I haven't talked about my performance yet. We are over 130 units of profit in the NBA and the NHL this year, as you can see. If you had $50 on each play, you'd be over $6,000 of profit. We are over 80 units of profit in the NBA, over 54 units of profit in the NHL, and we are starting to heat up in the MLB, like I said, a 10-2 run. So go get in with that free trial, or you could also join for the next month for long term for a lot cheaper. It is $20 off for your first month if you'd rather join right now for cheaper without that trial. Both options are linked in my description. But now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure they play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing though is having those post notifications on that we get in before these lines get bumped, get removed. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the hits, runs, and RBIs category. One of my favorite categories on the board for just MLB as a whole. I love Jose Altuve today over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Angels. This game is at 7 o'clock tonight, so if you guys are watching this a little bit later, you need to dodge those early games. But Altuve's in a pretty good spot for his hits, runs, and RBIs tonight. He's over in 77% of games this year, which is 10 out of 13. And he's only had one single game this year without a hit. And you can see he's been very, very good this year. But what's a little bit different this time around, though, is he's facing a lefty in Tyler Anderson. Against lefties this year, he has not played one. But again, in the past, he has a pretty good track record against lefties. He was over in 56% of games last year, but against lefties, over in 66%. The Astros are also favored to win this game here. In wins, he got even better, over in 63%, but against the lefty, over in 71%. So you can just see he's been a lot better against lefties in the past, and it's kind of crazy that this is the first time he's facing a lefty this year. I don't think he's faced a reliever that's been a lefty this year. It's kind of crazy. But he gets to play Tyler Anderson, who he has a pretty good history against. It's a massive sample size at 27 plate appearances, where he has a 360 batting average, which includes 9 hits, a home run, and 2 RBIs, only striking out 7.4% of the time. So it's a great track record here against Tyler Anderson. I like the spot a lot for him here. He just is a lefty crusher. He's had a great start this year. He's been extremely hot. The Astros as a team are hot also. They have been not too crazy, but good enough to get Altuve in for some runs or put him in RBI opportunity spots. So overall, he's in a great spot here against Tyler Anderson. I love the spot I get for him here against a lefty. Now, before we get to my next play, if you're not already on DraftKings Pick Six, it is a newer app from DraftKings, and it's available in most states, 18 years and older. They have some really, really awesome plays on the board here, as you can see, with some really nice multipliers also. It's an awesome app, and you get some pretty cool welcome offers too, like a promo of play $5, get $50 instantly. And you get that promo if you use promo code DOMG when signing up. So if you want to get it for yourself, it's down in my description. 18 years and older, available in most states. You can get this welcome offer right here if you use promo code DOMG and link in my description. Getting to my second of 3 plays here, we're going to go with a hit lay here. If you guys don't know much about a hit lay, it is a very good, at least in my opinion, way to make some coin on PrizePicks or really any app or sports books. It's basically just taking 2 players to have a hit. And it doesn't have to be in the same game or anything like that, but I like Trey Turner to have a hit today, as well as Corbin Carroll. So pretty much it only pays out 1.7x, obviously. So what you want to do is treat this as one play and pair with a normal square like maybe Jose Altuve, which ends up paying out a 3x over on PrizePicks, as you can see here. If you want an even better payout, though, I actually love Corbin Carroll also over his hits, runs, and RBIs. Not Trey Turner as much, but I do like Corbin Carroll a lot over his hits, runs, and RBIs. That'll make the payout all the way from that 3x with the normal square if you take out Corbin Carroll and put in his hits, runs, and RBIs, and you pair that with the normal square, should pay out about a 3.5x over on PrizePicks. So It's up to you if you want to take the extra risk for him to just have another hit run on RBI. But I think both spots are very good. I personally put half unit on each here. But let's start off by talking about Trey Turner here, because he's just the main one here. Just him to have a hit here. He's over at 8 out of 11 games this year and 8 of his last 9, as you can see. So he's been hot as of late. He gets to face Miles Michaelis now, who he has a pretty good history against. 22 plate appearances with a .318 batting average with 7 hits, including only a 4.5 strikeout percentage, and has not even gotten walked against him, which is a very, very good sign here. His pitch arsenal against him is also pretty good. He has a .349 on-base average. Against the slider, goes down only slightly to a .347. Fastball, .303, but a sinker here is where he just absolutely mashes with a .461 on-base average. What I love too, though, is that the Phillies are favored in this game, that he is a righty. Against righties this year, he's over in 6 out of 8, but really 6 out of 7. Because this game, he was actually do not play because he did not start this game. He was actually a pinch hitter in that game. Last year, of course, he was pretty good against righties also, as you can see there. He was over in 71% of games last year. And like I said, though, the Phillies are favored in wins. He's been pretty good because, again, this game was just a do not play. And against righties, over in 3 out of 5, but really 3 out of 4. So pretty simple breakdown of why I like Trey Turner to have a hit. I think you should be able to get that one done. Corbin Carroll, though, is a different story here. He's over in 79% of games, over in 11 out of 14, as you can see there. No pinch hits or anything like that, nothing crazy like Trey Turner just was. But against righties this year, that hit rate moves from 79% all the way up to about 88%, including 7 straight games with a hit. He has a pretty nice matchup here against Chad Patrick, who he has not pitched, or who he has not faced so far. But I just love his track record against righties here. Last year, he had a .231 batting average, but against righties, it went up to a .236, so a little bit of an increase there. Last year, he had a hit in 66% of games, but against a righty, he was over in 70%, as you can see there. The Diamondbacks are also favored in this game, which is a pretty good sign for his hit on the over. But let's talk about the hits, runs, and RBIs real quick, because like I said, I like this one pretty much just as much for at least the payout that's offered. But he is over his hits, runs, and RBIs in 8 out of 14 games this year, which is about 57%. Against a righty, though, that moves up to 6 out of 8, as you can see there, and 6 of his last 7 games. However, though, what I want to point out is that the Diamondbacks are favored. In wins this year, he's actually over in 5 out of 7, 5 of his last 6. Against a righty, over in 4 straight games, as you can see there, in a win. It's basically just a lot of different stats and splits there is why I like Corbin Carroll so much for both his hits and his hits, runs, and RBIs. I think both spots are great for him here, which is why I like the hit lay between Trey Turner and Corbin Carroll, as well as just Corbin Carroll also over his hits, runs, and RBIs. We're not done though, because you guys hit the like goal in yesterday's video. We now have a third play for you in this video. If you guys want a third play tomorrow, again, get this video here to 175 likes, and I'll drop a third play tomorrow also. Getting to the next play here, we're going to talk about a goblin here over on PrizePicks, because I like Jordan Hicks here, over 3.5 strikeouts. There's a nice little payout boost here too, because if you were to pay this one 2 normal squares over on PrizePicks, it actually pays out about a 3.75x, as you can see there. So if you pair this one with hit lay and Altuve, I believe it should end up paying out 3.75x, and of course even more, maybe a 4.25x if I'm not wrong, if you were to use Corbin Carroll's hits, runs, and RBIs instead. But it's up to you if you want to add that added risk of the Jordan Hicks and his strikeouts over, but I think he is in a pretty good spot. He's had at least 5 strikeouts in back-to-back games, but all we need here is 4. And it's a really good matchup here against the Yankees, who has loved to strike out this year. The only way I think this one misses is if he gets taken out of the game early and doesn't go like at least 5 innings here. I think that's one of the ways he could miss this one. But last year he was over in 70% of games, as you can see there. And there's a little bit of juice here on the over of the 4.5. Not too much though. It was like a -135 over 4.5. So I'm okay with the 1 strikeout discount here, and what it should be a pretty good matchup for him. You have guys like Jack Flaherty with 9 strikeouts, Casey Mize with 6, Mitch Keller with 4. Although he's a worse strikeout pitcher, of course, than like a Jack Flaherty or even a Casey Mize. But you have like Zach Gallen here with 13, too. Corbin Burns with 8. Aaron Savali only threw 3 innings against them there, so I'm not really factoring in that one too much because, he should be able to hopefully go 5 innings in this one. Jordan Hicks should. You also have Freddie Peralta here, though, down on opening day, where he had 5 innings pitched with 8 strikeouts. So they've been striking out a ton against these righties, and I think Jordan Hicks is in a good spot to have at least 4. I think that's just way too low of a line for him here against the Yankees, who have loved to strike out this year. What I love too, though, is his pitch mix, like specifically the slider and the splitter. Against the slider, they have struck out quite a bit, especially guys like Austin Wells, Cabrera, Chisholm, and also Paul Goldschmidt. And these guys also kind of struggle a little bit against the splitter also, specifically Jazz, Goldschmidt, and also guys like Volpe. Aaron Judge also struggles quite a bit against that splitter also, so let's hope that he actually uses that splitter there against Aaron Judge. He doesn't take him yards. So I think it's a great spot, though, for his strikeouts to have at least 4. I love all these spots. Hopefully, we cash yet again and improve on our 10-2 MLB run. I'm not done with the free plays yet, though, but a couple reminders. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. You get it right now with a 2-day free trial, or join it for the next month for only $15. Gives you access to all of my plays, which are over 130 units of profit this season between the NBA and the NHL. And of course, you get access to the Discord. You can get my underdog streaks plays. You can get my MLB correlation slips, as well as plays for my contributors and the Discord chat to talk to me and other members. There's a ton of value included in the DubClub. So get in right now with that free trial, or join right now and for $20 cheaper for only $15. But now here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This tool here can show off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they love some value here on some League of Legends plays, as well as some CSGO plays. And there's of course some other value here like PGA or Brian Wu under Fantasy Score. It's a really cool tool. If you want it for yourself, get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the Fantasy Bundle and scrolling down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. There's another tool from the same guys also separately called the AS Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profits this last year, and there are 13 slips currently on the board for apps like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they love the 6-pick flex, which contains some value right now in some League of Legends, some CSGO, and some MLB value right now on like Ben Rice over half a base, which is basically just him to have a hit. It's super easy to put into PrizePicks if you want to do so. Click on Bet on PrizePicks and it puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that. Get this tool here for yourself in my description by clicking on the slip generator and then scrolling down and using promo code DOMG. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to see over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right now.